leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 10.
Off the top at 10, the football player shot near Case High School this week in Racine. 12 News just spoke to Zyshawn Golden's mother, who says he's expected to make a full recovery.
Case High School played football against Oak Creek tonight. 12 News' Kendall Keys is there live. Kendall, students in the stands came up with a tribute for Golden.
That's right, Patrick. Nearly every student at tonight's away game for Case had the number 60 written on their chest, face, or even on their T-shirt. It's all in support of their teammate and classmate as he recovers from a gunshot wound.
Football is his passion. It's been his passion since he was a kid. I mean, if you ask him what he wants to do, it's always going to be football.
Case High School is down a player for Friday night's game against Oak Creek. But students and fans showed their support tonight for Zyshawn Golden. The 16-year-old was shot in the side just steps away from his high school.
I'm getting a call from his cell phone thinking it was him, but it was Mount Pleasant Police Department saying that my son was just shot and I need to get to the hospital. My heart dropped.
Sequoia Garrett over the phone shared her son's fight for survival.
It's leaving him with 2 holes in his stomach and a bullet stuck in him.
She told me he's expected to make a full recovery, but for now, number 60 is out for the season, but present in spirit at the game. Not seeing him take the field tonight, what's that like for you?
It's pretty rough, honestly. It's pretty rough seeing him. I know that he's in the hospital right now, going through recovery, so it's honestly pretty tough. We're all supporting Zyshawn, and even though some people may not know him, it's super heartwarming that we're all getting together to support him.
Well, Kendall, the criminal complaint says that there was verbal sparring before the shooting, and we've learned police did make an arrest today.
That's right, Patrick. Mount Pleasant police say with the help of the FBI gang task force and U.S. Marshals, they arrested a 19-year-old in Chicago earlier today. They're waiting on him to be extradited back to Wisconsin.
Kendall Keys leading us off live tonight in Oak Creek.
At this hour, what's left of Hurricane Ian is moving up the East Coast. Ian made second landfall in the U.S. this afternoon, slamming South Carolina. Tonight, nearly 350,000 customers in the Carolinas do not have power. Homes are flooded in Myrtle Beach, and in Charleston, water covers the streets. Along Florida's Gulf Coast, the devastation is catastrophic. ABC News reports the death toll sits at 33 tonight. Most are in Charlotte and Lee counties around Fort Myers. Search and rescue teams are going street by street, checking each home and business. This is what it looked like before Hurricane Ian hit Sanibel Island, just south and east of downtown Fort Myers. After, the scars of the storm are clearly visible. Tonight, reunions are still happening. This woman seeing her family, giving them a hug, seeing them for the first time after surviving in a house near Fort Myers Beach. 12 News' Caroline Reinwald is live at Milwaukee's airport. Caroline, the first flights from the storm zone landed there tonight.
That's right, and these are the first people we've had an opportunity to speak to face-to-face who lived through Hurricane Ian and sharing those details that they saw here in Milwaukee with us. Now, we have seen that catastrophic damage on TV, homes destroyed, beaches trashed, flooded neighborhoods. 1.4 million Florida power customers are still in the dark. For some flying to Milwaukee tonight, it's emotional. Seeing the damage now, days later, what's your reaction to that?
I'm humbled. Yeah, humbled. I feel emotional about it. It's so it's devastating. Yeah.
What did you see when you were taking shelter?
We would look out the window and we would see the wind. I mean, it was very windy. It was very rainy. You could see the rain hitting.
Some of the strongest winds I've ever seen. A lot of uprooted trees. It's definitely nothing to take lightly.
And a lot of the people we spoke to tonight said that they have friends and loved ones who lost everything in Florida. They tell me a lot of them retired, moving to Florida, and they understand how difficult it is at that point in their lives to start all over.
Caroline, thank you. You can hear their emotion in their voice. Caroline Reinwald reporting in Milwaukee. And WISN 12 and our parent company, Hearst Television, are making it easy for you to help with recovery efforts. We posted a link for Red Cross donations. They are posted on WISN.com and the WISN 12 app.
In the final days before the Waukesha parade trial, we're hearing from Daryl Brooks's mother for the first time in her own words. Dawn Woods tells us her son's trial will be a circus with her son as a spectacle. She spoke to 12 News' Derek Rose tonight.
With a national spotlight shining on Monday's trial in Waukesha County, one person who won't take part is Daryl Brooks' mother.
I will not be in a city, in a building where there's so much hate and watch them demoralize and dehumanize my son.
In a conversation Friday night, Dawn Woods, who agreed to speak to us only by phone, told me her son does, in fact, suffer from a mental illness, specifically bipolar disorder. That, on top of having no legal experience, she told me just because it's his constitutional right to represent himself does not mean he should.
He has no business representing himself.
And have you asked?
I don't understand that.
Have you asked him to reconsider representing himself?
Daryl is in a manic state right now. And I don't know if you know anything about people with bipolar, but when they're in a manic state of bipolar, you cannot reason with them because their mind is not even thinking rationally.
Brooks is accused of driving an SUV through the Waukesha Christmas parade last November. 6 people died, dozens were injured.
Has he ever talked about that day or said what happened?
No, he told me he don't remember what happened. It's all a blur to him. He just remembers bits and pieces.
Despite the mental state she describes of her son, Brooks, according to court records, withdrew his insanity plea less than a month before the trial. And according to his mother, Brooks told her that decision was at the suggestion of his public defenders. Those lawyers asked to be taken off the case at Brooks' request, leaving Woods with the reality she may never see her son free again.
When I was getting his clothes ready for trial, I felt like I was getting his clothes ready for his funeral. I knew then that I was burying my child.
Dawn Woods speaking to me earlier this evening. Patrick, if convicted on any of the 6 homicide charges alone, Daryl Brooks faces life in prison.
And Derek, jury selection starts Monday, and when that finishes, we will stream the entire trial live on the 12 News app and 12 News Facebook page. Tonight, Milwaukee City leaders are at odds about how to respond to a lawsuit over police guns. 12 News Investigates first told you about Milwaukee police service weapons reportedly firing on their own. It's happened 3 times since 2020, injuring at least 2 officers. Today, the Public Safety Committee met with the police union and city attorney behind closed doors. Some city leaders shared their frustration with 12 News.
It's frustrating that we have an incident that happened, and in hindsight, it looks like a couple of things happened before. Now, where to put that blame is what gets decided in courts.
The city has less than 2 weeks to respond to the lawsuit. Weather Watch 12 now. We're in the middle of some fantastic fall weather.
Mark, cool at night, but beautiful sunshine during the day.
What a glorious day we had today.
Yeah.
Mid-60s today. I hope you like today. I think you're going to like tomorrow. Now, one thing I'm watching for tonight, you can actually see it here from our camera located at the top of the U.S. Bank building. Look way in the distance here. It kind of looks almost a little hazy. There's a little bit of fog out there, some patchy fog, and some of that could get locally dense. So keep that in mind if you're heading out for tonight or early tomorrow. It's not going to last long. Then we're talking about sunshine returning. We're 54 degrees right now, and temperatures will get cool again tonight, down to the 40s, maybe even some upper 30s if you are inland, some of those low spots that we have. And then temperatures start to respond to that sunshine. How long this sun lasts, and when we'll have to deal with a little bit of rain in the forecast. Coming up in Weather Watch 12.
Thank you, guys. I love Burlington. Last thing, student section. Do you want me to take a picture with you?
Oh, homecoming to remember tonight in Burlington. Tony Romo returned home for a special night.
It's so nice to see all those smiles. The former Cowboys quarterback is a Burlington alum, and just hours ago, the school dedicated its new track and turf in Romo's honor.
Nobody deserves this honor. It's humbling, and it's incredibly rewarding. And I don't take it for granted. Burlington is home. It always will be. And I love coming back and seeing you guys, so thank you for that.
The district used $400,000 in referendum funding and $1.2 million in private funding to build the new athletic facilities. And there's much more Operation Football coverage ahead. Week 7 in Wisconsin, the GOAT out at our Game of the Week in Brookfield.
Excited, a little bit nervous.
And a hero's goodbye, the send-off for hundreds of National Guard troops saying goodbye to their families tonight.
And David Bakhtiari's birthday serenade, the stadium sing-along at Lambeau Field today.